Okay, so you guys know about 3 6 Mafia, 666.
Yep.
So they were on the Breakfast Club, and the topic came up of was 666 demonic?
Yeah.
And this was the response.
And they used to say that the music that you guys put out, how bad did that affect y'all?
Man, the music, to me, the music, I mean, I'm a church man, so I looked at this like, like, yeah, there ain't no devil worship, though. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, worship no devil, touching a Ouija board or whatever y'all think it is. No, I just looked at it like, hey, man, it is what it is. But I felt like we had to clean the name up, so we changed the name to 3 6 Mafia. Because I felt like because everybody was scared. Record label was like, I don't know, man, I don't know. We might want to sign, we might don't. So it was whatever, man. We changed the name up, and then things started coming together.
You even say in the book how that the 3 6 Mafia thing, the devil worship thing, was kind of a gimmick.
That's what I felt. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nobody worship the devil, so I just looked at it like a gimmick. You know, I didn't look at it like it was really worshiping the devil. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like Memphis was a dark city, so it was a dark time. So 666 Mafia was perfect for that at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because Memphis is still dark, but it was like just it's crazier now than back then. But that's what I'm saying. I was coming from that, so it was cool. But then like later on, we started making more music. A couple more. I think we brought this album out called The End. We had changed everything. We went from 666 to 3 6. And it was better. Our sound we stepped our game up on the sound. We had a couple of records on there that was a little bit more radio friendly. Nobody wanted to play on radio, so we had a couple of records on there radio friendly. So yeah, man.
So do you guys remember when they changed from 666 to 3 6?
I do.
Did you know it was for that reason?
No, I thought it was a play on words. I thought we were saying 666 at one time, and then they just went to 3 6 because it still means the same thing.
You remember this?
Yeah.
So okay, I definitely remember that change, and I did suspect it was because of that. What's interesting, what's our guy that left 3 6 and became a Christian rapper? Mr. Dell?
Mr. Dell, yeah.
So yeah, we heard a little bit of his story as well, where he said he had to leave that and kind of find God. He was a producer at the time, I think. This is interesting. My experience with them is I remember them as a kid being like, why are they claiming this thing? So if you're not familiar, I assume all of you guys are, but if you're not familiar, 3 6 is the mark of the beast described in Revelations as a way, to claim your allegiance to the Antichrist, and if you didn't get the mark, you weren't going to be able to do certain things like buy food and stuff like that. So it was a way to kind of separate out people who are still believers in Christ during the end times, and then they'll be killed and hunted and all that, right? So it has a very demonic connotation to the number. So when they chose it, I'm like, why would they choose that? You know what I mean? And we always come in here and we speculate, well, at least me, speculates that are these people just trolling us? Do they really worship the devil? Or are they just think it's funny? You know what I mean? Like, why would you willingly take on such a demonic persona?
Yeah.
Do you think this means that they felt that way about it, or is he lying?
Nah, I mean, first of all, I have some. We have a close mentor that's very close to 666 from Memphis. That's not what they're on. They were never on.
They were
that.
never on.
They
it.
were never on that. Yeah.
So this is. I think he said he was a preacher's kid.
Yeah, and I've met Juicy J.
Why would they do that as a preacher's kid? Why would you want that on you, even if you're just playing around?
It's clickbait. It's today's clickbait. Everything is to get you to click on it, get you to notice it, get you to see it as different. And it works so well. It works so well to tell people to go in the opposite direction, and then you pull them in that direction.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, it's like the whole, I talked about it last week, Doja Cat. Yeah. Right? You have a song called Demons.
Yeah.
But you got 30 million views on it. So why
that's what I'm
do you
saying.
have 30 million views on it? You see what I'm saying?
Are these trolls? Are these ways to just rile up Christians to get attention? That's what it always feels like. And is it possible that they don't know what they're playing with?
I think Christians buy into it. I think they're buying into it. I can't tell you the number of people who say Beyonce is just being Beyonce. Don't listen to all that.
Oh, we get the comments. We get the comments on our videos. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they buy into it. They believe that, and I'll be honest with you. I felt like the Beyonce crowd when I came in here and defended the "I'm Every Woman" song. When I was like, it's just lyrics. It was Whitney Houston. It was one of her best. Why would CeCe Winans be so
A lot of people
against it. Yeah.
They ignore lyrics,
And
especially
then they did a song together eventually, right? And so the thing is like, were you against just being in the video with the lyrics of the song, or are you against the person for doing the song? Because
so I think you're saying the right thing. Like a lot of people ignore the seriousness of what they're doing spiritually because of nostalgia, because it works, because of things like that. Just yesterday, a song popped into my head. I wish it was my wife on here. What song was that? It was the one where it's like Lisa. If I take you home tonight, would you still be in love? That song, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. And I was playing it because it popped in my head, and I was like, I ain't heard that song in a long time, and I played it, and I was playing it around my daughter, and my wife was like, why are you playing that around my daughter? I was like, I don't know, I didn't even think what she meant. You know, like the lyrics are very clearly not good.
Yeah,
but it's just it goes into the space in my brain it's just old music. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's like, wow, like we really ignore how serious some of these things are, and like I don't want my wife, my daughter thinking about that at this age. So it's like, oh, cool. Yeah.
I think sometimes when we listen to music, if it serves us, it's like, all right, cool, whatever. But even with 3 6 Mafia, I Get Fly. In the background, it's just say, Lucifer, he's our king forever. I don't know if he ever kept that.
Yeah, he says he's our God, he's our king.
Yeah.
Like that.
Who's that?
He's our God, he's our king. It's the
I want to get
stay
fly.
fly. Stay fly.
Yeah.
He says that in this
In
song?
the background. He's our king.
Why would you
But
play
see, here's
with
the
that?
thing. Here's the thing, though.
That's so crazy to me.
People debate those lyrics, right?
They
I've
say
heard
he didn't
people
really say
say
that.
he's our God, he's our king. And then I've heard people say we stay fly, we stay something like, and it could be either one, right?
It's like, nah.
But you'd have to go read the lyrics. You'd have to go read the lyrics.
Yeah, but who wrote the lyrics? I mean, if you go on Genius, you can submit your own lyrics on Genius, but a lot of times those are user submitted lyrics. So it's like they can always debate it.
And to me, it felt like, the whole like bombs over Baghdad. Like people think they know what they're saying, but who knows really, right? It sounds like two different things. So, but for me, I still feel like, 666 Mafia, 3 6 Mafia, it still meant the same to me.
I never
saw it
understood the
change.
difference.
Like, you would have had to be like,
nobody bought it was 36 Mafia.
Yeah. You would have to been like,
close.
this is Memphis 6 Mafia for me to be like, oh, they changed that.
Yeah, the change made no difference to me. I was like, it's 3 6s, 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to bring this up because a lot of Christians, because I believe he's being sincere that I was just this was just a gimmick or whatever,
and it worked.
But it's like, man, we gotta stop playing around with this.
Yeah.
We gotta stop. Even if it works, don't do it. Even if it works.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like goes back to Pastor Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never understood why he would call himself, a pastor of disaster.
That's
why you want to? Yeah, he was the
said.
pastor of disaster. That's what his name was. He was like pastor of disaster, and I'm like, but why? Both his parents are pastors.
Yeah.
He's a preacher's kid.
Well, he lived up to the mantra.
Why? But you know what I noticed though? Pastor Troy got recognition for being Pastor Troy. People were already intrigued that this guy was calling himself.
The pastor part got him more attention.
Yeah, pastor of disaster, and then the fact that, that was the intrigue behind him. Who is this guy calling himself Pastor Troy, who's clearly not a Christian artist, right? Who made one of the best anthems in the world to me.
Okay, you all right?
Oh yeah, I was having that.
He just went back outside.
Alfie knows she's going through it too, like that. Woo, like, ain't no more playing GA.
Still got a hold on you.
It does. Yeah.
Loosen.
It does.
Loosen.
Yeah, if you're from Georgia originally, like, ain't no more playing GA. You lose your mind when it comes on. You do. You do.
Oh man, we just met him recently.
Yeah.
He still
It's
had
not
that belt.
like he still had the belt. Yeah. It's,
He be at all the Falcon games.
Yeah, that's what we know him for.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is it's interesting that Christian biblical imagery is used to make money without glorifying God. And I think that's a lot of people's problem.
Yeah.
They know what they're pulling from is powerful, and they're using it to make money for themselves.
Yeah.
That's like the whole That's the whole point of the Bible right there. Is taking glory that belongs to him and using it for yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyway, I hope that they get now. It sounds like they do get now that it was silly to do that. And I hope they do use their whatever attention they still have to correct that.
They use a lot of imagery with that, they use a lot of imagery with that. Coops Danica, he always had like the things coming out of his nose, the scepters and stuff like that. It was crazy. They would say really dark stuff too on their songs.
That's crazy. Anyway, all right, let's take a quick break, and we're coming back with one more before Line for Line. All right, let's get back into it. You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.